As I keep saying, stupid criminals are extremely predictable, almost gratifyingly so. And I just had to leave another voicemail, a second voicemail for the Greenville group within the last hour due to some repeated violent slamming, like fist to wall pounding against the wall behind this sink and behind my toilet when I've tried to go into my bathroom to quietly use the facilities over the last hour. Or they're using something that sounds like a fist. I mean, it's really kind of like that blunt object pounding and slamming, along with some sickening, overpowering amounts of cigar and marijuana smoke that almost immediately started to fill my bathroom after I started filming the slamming and pounding approximately an hour ago, as I was trying to quietly go in there for the first time in 24 hours to use the facilities. And now this water that had been smelling perfectly fine over the last hour and a half while I was simply rinsing out some breakfast dishes and washing my hands, the water smelled perfectly fine. No stench from this tap over the last couple of hours. Now, over the last 15 minutes, just 15 minutes ago, it started to stink overpoweringly, like some kind of nasty foot vomit smell that has nothing to do with me, because it only started happening 15 minutes ago. As soon as I tried to start filling up these water bottles, do you see all these water bottles here? I use these to rinse off when I'm taking a shower, when the water shower suddenly stinks like feet, like vomit, and like sewage, as I am standing under it, rinsing off clean soap and shampoo and conditioner. And now, as I'm trying to fill up these water bottles, the psycho, who obviously knows that I use water in these bottles to rinse myself off when I'm taking a shower so I don't smell like sewage when I exit my shower, is now contaminating the water to this tap with something that smells really nasty, combination of vomit and feet. Let's see if the water down the hall smells like vomit and feet when I use it to fill up a clean, rinsed out plastic container. It's important to note that these are clean and rinsed out. They don't smell like anything. So let's see. I'm trying to fill up this cup right now. I'm removing this water bottle. Yeah, the same stench is coming out of that tap water now as it was it was filling up that water bottle, because the psycho who's been apparently paid to contaminate the water to this tap, along with doing all kinds of other very criminal, professional caliber harassment acts and activities over the last 6 or 7 years, is using what she claims she's not doing, which is a saddle valve, to contaminate the water to this tap. The water to this tap, again, smelled perfectly clean, fresh, and normal 15 minutes ago, prior to me trying to fill up these water bottles that I then use to rinse off in the shower. This is Jasmine Irizarry. The Greenville groups reported and also admitted career criminal Fixer, who she herself has admitted that she's putting boogers in the water to my shower, but that she is not using a saddle valve to do that. Ms. Irizarry has been placed by Mr. Oleg Lisiev, the crooked Russian slumlord property manager of this building, in the bathroom behind this wall intermittently for the last 11 years. Whoever has been making slamming and banging, violent kicking and pounding noises against this wall over the last hour and a half, and burning and propagating sickening amounts of cigar and marijuana smoke into my bathroom, is engaging in the same exact identical pattern of surveillance-based, moment-by-moment, activity-specific harassment now, as has been occurring and as I have been reporting and noting over the last 11 years. The chances of two separate physical people behaving exactly like the same psychotic, mentally disturbed, obsessive sex offender psychopath as is Jasmine Irizarry are zero. You cannot have two separate people behaving like the same exact person when that same exact person is very behaviorally disturbed and already behaves in a completely psychotic and dysregulated manner. So the same person is sitting behind that wall now as was sitting behind that wall 11 years ago when Mr. Oleg Lisiev deliberately placed her in the bathroom of 78 behind this wall, and then bragged that she's such a talented hacker. She can hack into anything. She can get into anything. And Mr. Oleg Lisiev repeatedly told me several years later that Jasmine Irizarry can take care of any problem. That is exactly what Ms. Irizarry herself bragged that she is getting paid to do in written comments that she's made on my social media pages, telling me in writing that she gets paid to take care of problems and is getting $300,000 to use a directed energy device on me. And she claims she's not using it that hard. So again, I decided to leave a voicemail for the Greenville group 10 minutes ago at maybe 2:20 p.m. regarding the fact that I can't use the water to my kitchen tap now. That over the last 10 or 15 minutes, while there's been somebody deliberately slamming and banging things behind this wall and smoking sickening intense amounts of marijuana and cigar smoke, even though I have the window open and my air conditioner is going to ventilate, it's not making a dent in the cigar and marijuana smoke that keeps filling this corner from the bathroom of 78, is also the same person that's been doing this for 11 years and that is claiming that they're not using a saddle valve to contaminate the water to my tap. So just for the record, second voicemail for the Greenville group in the last hour regarding the fact that I am unable to use the kitchen sink for simple filling up of water bottles, as you can see, and for, I can't even wash my hands under water that stinks like vomit and feet. I'm not the one who smells like vomit and feet because, again, the smell started happening 15 minutes ago, only as soon as I started trying to fill up these water bottles. These are empty. As you can see, these are empty. I'm trying to fill them. I'm also fully dressed and clean. I've showered within the last 24 hours. My feet are covered. They have socks. I'm wearing a clean office appropriate outfit. Let's just go down the hall to the common bathroom and see if the water from that bathroom doesn't stink like vomit. Smells like cleaning products. This water smells perfectly fine. There's no smell at all, which is what you should get with clean water, right? Clean water doesn't have a smell. Water doesn't smell like anything unless it's being treated by the local water treatment authority, and then it should smell like chlorine. Yeah, there's absolutely no smell. This water smells perfectly fine. In fact, it's probably safe to drink, and I'm actually going to try drinking it because, again, it doesn't smell like anything. So watch me drink this water. Okay, it has a nasty taste. I'm not going to drink it, but it doesn't smell. Yeah, so the water to my tap is being somehow leached or propagated with sickening. What the heck do they have back here? They have this block thing, and they have all kinds of dead equipment lying back here. But then if I leave like 2 water bottles back here for recycling, they remove them immediately, but they can't remove this giant blockage that's like literally cutting off access to the fire exit of the rear stairwell. That junk has been back there for over a month. But if I leave like 2 recycled water bottles back there, they throw them out immediately. I left 2 recycled water bottles back there 2 days ago, and now they're gone, but that junk is still there. It's weird. They never remove the junk, just the recycled water bottles that I leave back there.